like maybe Philippines or something, they don't put enough effort in cybersecurity, or they don't put enough importance. They don't see the importance, but once they get hacked, I'm going more on the spiritual journey as I grow old. So
Wow, that's new. This is the first time he's ever told me.
yeah. Well, at some point, I know that I'm a sinner for the past 2 years. That role, that I'm gonna end up in hell.
Do you see yourself living still in the Philippines after you retire?
Yeah, actually, I don't want to live in the Philippines. I mean, I don't want to leave this country. Leave.
Why?
I wanna. Maybe if you have a good amount of money, you can literally live a decent life here in the Philippines. So why go outside? Wait, let me think about my answer if I should share that in the podcast.
Hey everyone, so we are back with another podcast. I'm here with my friend Jasper. Interesting story. I met him as an intern, turned employee for the company I work with. But what I want to pick his brain on today is cybersecurity, his entrepreneurial mindset, and just his mindset in general. Because you have to understand that Jasper is only 25 years old. But since I've met him, he's had this driving ambition to do something well in life. So I kind of want to pick his brain in order to give those his age, younger, even older, the maybe tools or how it came about for him to be this way. Because, you know, it's rare for me sometimes to meet young people that it's common for me to find young people that say it's all about making money, doing this, doing big things. It's different when you meet someone that actually wants to try to do it and, you know, is putting themselves under fire to do it all the time. So I kind of want to pick his brain. Yeah. What are you doing now these days?
Well, I'm still a cybersecurity consultant for a huge company in UK. We do what do you call this? Consulting stuff, security assessments for global cybersecurity operations.
Okay.
And aside from that, since I'm working remotely, so I'm here in the Philippines. One of the things that I was looking into is how can I give back to the community or teach the people who wants to be to get involved in our field. That's why I have created. Before that, I have this few people who I've been mentoring in cybersecurity. Then they told me that why not create a cybersecurity group or something like organization, because they are really into like organizations, because they have been like student leaders from various schools here in Davao. So yeah, we decided to found a cybersecurity group organization here in Davao. So we created that group last April. So yeah, so we've been planning since March. Then we launched the organization last April. So we had also this first event, and it was a blast. So a lot of people were like amazed on what we can learn in cybersecurity field, although it's really technical, and I would say it's not beginner friendly.
Okay.
Because it's most of the things in cybersecurity are not, I wouldn't say advanced, but they need something like fundamental knowledge of like the computer science itself, or technology in general. So a lot of people were like struggling, but we were able to help them and try to explain everything like from a beginner's point of view, although it's still difficult because the concepts are not really that beginner stuff.
Right.
So yeah, so that's what I've been doing right now until now, building that organization.
Well, Jasper didn't tell you, you just came from vacation. I guess that's the benefits of working from home, right?
Yeah. Actually, I've been in Palawan just recently, so 1 week. Although I needed to use my vacation leaves, that's why I had to go to Palawan.
Oh, you needed to?
Yeah, I needed to use it.
I told you, Jasper works really good. This guy works hard.
Because hopefully none of my colleagues in UK see this, but I go on vacation while working. So
I mean, I guess that's the benefit of being like work from home and being just like You're not really on the clock. You're just more. I just need to get the task done, right?
Yeah.
On your end. So I guess that's the beauty of like working from home and things like that.
Yeah, true.
Now, I was wanting to go deeper. Like, who were you in high school? What type of person were you in high school?
Yeah, that's very, very difficult to answer because
Okay.
yeah, I'm the type of guy who is not into the normal things that a high schooler does.
Okay, like what? Like what?
Drinking, cutting classes, or something like that.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. So most people like they have like groups, right?
Yeah.
Especially in high school.
Yeah, cliques,
Yeah, they have like this like
gangs
or something.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't have that.
Really?
I've kept bouncing from one group to another, but I didn't find that group that I will stick in. So I took that opportunity to focus on what I really want because I started cybersecurity when I was in high school, and no one from my high school knows what I was doing. So yeah, so I didn't had that connection with them because what I was doing is a little bit different from a normal high schooler. So yeah.
Were you bullied or were you bullied or like basically bullied because you were on the outskirts of these groups, or you weren't like fitting into the norm of what the other kids were doing?
Not technically, but there were some times that there was a conflict because of what I'm what do you call this of my mindset. Like I want to go into like academics. There was this one time like it really got out of hand.
Yeah.
I will not go into specific details, but
Right.
I would say that I would share what I did.
Okay.
So I hacked into their Facebook accounts, and there were things that I could use to destroy them, but I didn't. I just deleted their Facebook.
So yeah, well, at least you're a man of integrity. You didn't do what most people.
Yeah.
So I mean, why cybersecurity? Why not the typical IT that usually I encounter most people that I encounter are usually IT. I actually never really met anyone in cybersecurity or wanted to specialize in cybersecurity. Why cybersecurity?
At first, it was because of money.
Really?
Yeah, but during that time when I was in grade 7, cybersecurity is not really that huge. It's not really that, a little people knows about it, even in the IT field.
Right.
Most of them they don't even know about it, even they're in the IT field. So, but I already know it because of a friend of my father, and he's like, this is the next big thing. This is where the money will come in. So
Right.
just like AI, but AI wasn't really a thing back then.
Right.
But cybersecurity was like a hidden thing back then. So it was like, so I got like an idea about it. Then I further researched about it, and it's about like hacking stuff.
Yeah.
Before, like way back 2012, 2013, it's more like the anonymous group.
Yeah.
So anonymous hacking into banks, into government systems. Since I was like junior high at that time, I was like amazed, like, hey, I want to be a hacker or something like that.
Really? Okay.
So yeah, I started learning cybersecurity back when I was in grade 7, grade 8, something like that.
Really? That young?
Yeah, that young, but the learning curve was really too steep. It's really long.
Okay.
So I started learning Linux systems and the basic of the operating systems and other stuff during when I was in grade 7, in which is not really normal because in grade 7 the topics are more like hardwares, something like that.
Yeah.
The basic stuff.
Basic stuff.
Because it's like grade 7, grade 8. They don't expect you to code or something. But when I was in grade 7, I was already coding because I started coding when I was in grade 4.
But so on a deeper note, where do you think that comes from? From you outside of, was it just more, this is how I'm going to make a lot of money, or Why? Because I'm sure people who have shifted their career
Yeah.
or their mindset over so many years. I know so many friends that go in there for NTREP. They come out as psychologists, psychiatrist or psychology. I mean, for you, why did you have at a young age really like that fire to be like, you know what? I'm going to double down. I'm going to learn as much as I can, and it hasn't fizzled out, and you turned into a career. Why do you think that is?
At first, it's because of the difficulty that it.
Well, the challenge.
Yeah, the challenge.
Okay.
So I like challenge, and then aside from the challenge, really is the money. Yeah. So because I've researched that a lot of people like earning a lot of money in cybersecurity. So yeah, so challenge plus money. So as I don't want to have a challenge that doesn't have any like a reward, monetary reward.
Yeah.
So it's both good things.
But do you think so? And you have a group. You're mentoring people there and things like that. Do you need to be that smart to be in cybersecurity?
No, you don't need to be that smart, but you need to have the
What skill set?
perseverance.
Yeah. Perseverance. Okay.
Yeah, because as I have said a while ago, the learning curve of the cybersecurity is really huge.
Yes.
So there's gonna be a lot of times where you might feel like quitting because it's really too much. Then there's
Really?
new stuff coming in.
Yeah.
And so you just need that perseverance to continue doing what it needs to be done despite of your whatever state you have. Like let's say for example, before I was like burnout already, like sad, but I didn't stop there. So even though I was like sad or not mentally not really good in a good state, I kind of program myself to still do the things that I need to do, despite of whatever state I was in. Like
I call that being an adult.
yeah.
A lot of times in the work setting, I don't really like doing the things I'm doing. Like, let's say,
Yeah.
reprimanding someone, writing someone up, having those hard talks. I don't like doing that to people, but I know why I do it or how I make myself do it.
Yeah.
You talked about it a little bit because you felt like you were burning out, you were just not there. What's your practice and what's your process to kind of work yourself through, build a certain perseverance? Because I think it's very important for a young person to speak on it, because I'm a bit older and I've been through life, but you're 25.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of 25-year-olds who quit very soon, like easily. What are your practices and your mindset that you do to yourself to get you past that burnout, that feeling?
Well, the only thing that I did was to focus my mindset on the result that I want and the duration of how long should I get that result. So, for example, I really want to have this kind of life. I don't want to. Are you familiar with the rat race thing?
Of course.
So I've known that concept for a very long time, even when I was in junior high.
Yeah.
So I kept on. Maybe I kind of fixated my mindset not to be part of that kind of rat race.
Yeah.
So I've been pushing myself to go beyond the breaking point. This is from the movie Divergent.
Okay.
So go beyond your breaking point. Something like that.
Okay.
So yeah. So I set my mind to not become part of that rat race, because I don't want to work forever.
Of course. Yeah.
So I want to work some amount of time, then have my own time. I can control my time, then do a lot of things instead of putting more time in work than not doing anything for your life. So
Yeah.
that's it. I focus my mindset into trying to shorten that rat race, because at some point, maybe if you didn't come from a wealthy family, you will eventually be part of it, like a corporate slave or something.
Yeah.
But it is really up to you how long you're gonna be stuck in that life.
Really, that's good.
So I've set my mind to be not to get stuck in a corporate life or in the rat race for a very long time. Like maybe a couple of years, then get out.
Really, I mean, that's very well said, because I'm sure a lot of people can have points of contention as to how they approach their life.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes, because I've been mostly an entrepreneur since I was a kid. I mean, you know, I was used to selling like little small candies to my classmates.
Yeah.
I've always been looking to make my own money on top of, you know, being in a company and all those things. I really believe like being a part of a company like we both are, it's a stream of income. It's just up to you if you build more streams of your income. What do you say to the people that they're like, you know, you have to finish school, find a good company, and just hang out and do your best in a company for maybe, I don't know, 20 years in total, 30 years in total. Like, what's your talk, if some real talk shit type thing? What would you tell them? Like, you know what, Jasper, I'm just going to find a company. I'm going to stay there for a couple of years, move to another company for a couple of years. And I'm just going to do this for the next 20 years and I'm going to retire.
Yeah, actually, this has been a like, what I call this, a fire or
I'm sure.
really hit before, because I can't remember when I had this talk. I wasn't promoting college degree or putting a lot of effort in school.
Yeah.
So that kind of had a backslash, because I have a lot of teacher friends who are teachers in universities.
Yeah.
So that kind of goes against their, you know,
Yeah, they have
the
to get
principles.
a degree. Yeah.
So, but I'm still gonna stand with that point, because I really don't see. I mean, degree is good, but in our field, okay, I'm just gonna set a parameter.
Okay.
So maybe not for every single degree or
You can't be a doctor if you without a degree in the
true.
But for what you do you need it?
No.
Really?
So,
that's bold. That's a powerful statement.
Yeah. Actually, I know a lot of people, especially from my circle, from my organization before, who are not college graduates, but they were able to get a job in cybersecurity. They only had the skills, but they didn't have the degree. I know someone who was like grade 11 and grade 12 and earning like around 6 digits already.
Really?
They don't have a college degree. But they have these skill sets that is needed for the cybersecurity field. So they got in.
That's amazing. I mean, that just goes to show you, going back to your point of, you know, like perseverance, resilience. If you're willing to really put your time and effort into it, it can get done to a good degree.
Yeah.
That's really good. I mean, now, would you say being in your field, you always need to continually learn? Is that fair?
Yeah.
Like, if somebody were out there, like, you know what, I want to get into cybersecurity, or they're into beginning parts of cybersecurity, and realizing like, oh no, I gotta keep learning new things. What are the things that you would tell them as to, like, keep a lookout for these things? These are things that you consistently need to be doing to get better at the game or better at the trade of being a cybersecurity specialist.
Yeah, so the one thing, maybe not a requirement, but the one thing that can make you succeed in the cybersecurity field is the being able to, you know, love the learning, continuous learning. So I would say that because most of this is from experience and from the experience of other cybersecurity consultants that I have dealing with as well. We always study the new technologies, because every now and then there's a new technology coming in. Just like the AI. AI didn't exist
Right.
like more than 5 years ago. But then since it came into existence, of course, we in the cybersecurity field, we must adapt to it. We need to learn how this works and how to secure it, or maybe how to attack it as well, or how can the attackers will use it to, you know, for some malicious stuff. So a lot of these things, like from different angles, we need to learn every single thing about it. So another tech, let's say for example, blockchain, it's didn't exist more than 5 years ago. So it's Web 3. So many years ago, it's Web 1 and Web 2. So every single technology that is arising, or like new technologies, we need to learn. And learning that technology is not easy. It's not gonna be like 1 day or 2 days. It's gonna be maybe weeks or months.
Time, yeah.
So from that perspective, you really need to put a lot of effort in learning, and that's beyond your work, especially if you're already a working professional.
Yeah.
So that's really you really need to love learning in order for you to succeed. Because if you don't love learning, continuous learning, you might not, succeed in this field.
What do you hate about cybersecurity?
What I hate about cybersecurity is the rapid innovation. Yeah, because I haven't finished learning this stuff. Then there's new stuff coming in.
Really?
So yeah. So but it's fun, but it's the rapid phase. It's kind of annoying at some point. And maybe business side, because in business side, a lot of people, especially startups, not in the US, the UK, maybe more on the other parts of the globe, like maybe Philippines or something, they don't put enough effort in cybersecurity, or they don't put enough importance in cybersecurity. So business side, that's one of the things that I really hate, because they find it really expensive to implement, which is really expensive, but it's one of the most important, because it secures technically like infrastructure, and could be at some point money.
Right.
So yeah, so there are times that they don't see the importance, but once they get hacked, that's where they keep putting like investments on cybersecurity. So, well, you've been hacked already. Because if they've been hacked, there's a lot of mess.
Yeah.
Instead of like setting up from ground.
So do you think that cybersecurity is looked at as a cleanup situation rather than a preparation now? Like, it's like almost like when it does happen, now let me put cybersecurity in, versus let me proactively create a cybersecurity network before something does happen.
Yeah, so in the Philippines, more of the most of the what do you call this, companies which are like medium or large, they put, but not too much, because they don't see any income. Because I gotta be honest, there's no like income from cybersecurity, because you're implementing a security and to make you secure, but it's not a service that can make you money unless you are the one who is providing the cybersecurity services. But if you're the one who is implementing a cybersecurity services for your company, there's no revenue.
There's no revenue from
there's no revenue from it.
But with that, I would say that it's still important, because no income is better than losing income or revenue. Let's say somebody hacks you, and somebody does something more to the point where they get everyone's information, they get whatever, or they can even access certain accounts, right? You can transfer money, right? Yeah, I would rather be prepared than not prepared at the end of the day.
Yeah, but that's the problem. There's a certain amount of entrepreneurship or business people who doesn't see that kind of importance.
But is it the cost that really holds them back, or the value that they think that there's no value?
Maybe the cost and the because there's no revenue. Yeah. Because implementing cybersecurity is really not cheap. I gotta tell, it's really not cheap. That's one of the reasons why cybersecurity professionals are paid a lot.
Now, what would you say is like an average cybersecurity? I guess, so I'm not in this world, but what would you say the cost of just a cybersecurity service or protection? What's the highest you've ever seen?
Highest?
Yeah.
Technically millions of dollars.
Really? What's
maybe
like
even billions.
What's the bare minimum?
Tens of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars.
So at minimum 10,000.
Yeah, something like that.
Maximum billions of peso or billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Because obviously if it's a bank or anything like that. But do you believe that every business that's online needs cybersecurity?
That really depends because there are some services that they already implemented their cybersecurity stuff. Then there is this the users of that particular business, which is another business as well. Well, they don't need to implement it because there's already a proactive by that. So it really depends on the situation or the infrastructure that they are using.
What industries do you believe are really needing cybersecurity?
I would say government and banking systems are the first.
Is that the same for the Philippines as well?
Yeah, they really need the government.
I always get a text sometimes, or I news, oh, so and so bank has been, I guess infiltrated or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, from your perspective, what is the most common? I guess I don't know what the lingo is. Is it hack, or what's the most common thing that can happen to a government LGU or a bank here in the Philippines?
If they get hacked.
If they get hacked, like what's the most common thing that does happen?
From the attacker's point of view, most the first thing that they really want is the data.
When you say data, like
the personal information of the people,
like where they live, their names, and what I'm just asking you questions from the point of somebody who'd like a regular person, like, what the hell is cybersecurity? Why would they need me? What is the importance of getting data from let's say if I hack into, I understand the bank, but like a government LG or whatever, what's the dangers there?
Well, let's say for example you're a government employee, then I'm the attacker. Let's say I was able to infiltrate the database of a certain government agency, then I got the credentials and information about the employees. I could use that as a like impersonations or something like to aid for more social engineering attacks. So I could impersonate you since I already have your information. So I'll pose as you, then contact other people, then try to get more information. Or maybe if you have like a credential, I could use it to log into, for example, you're an existing government employee, then I was able to hack into your account. Maybe I could leverage that to get into the system, see more what I could get, or maybe I could sell those datas in the darknet, then gain money from it. Yeah.
Sounds like you can get really bad really quickly.
Yeah.
How easy can it be to get into these systems if they're not protected?
I would say really easy.
Oh, I mean, what are the, like, for as an attacker, and this is just for people who just maybe they don't see the value in getting cybersecurity, or what, I mean, what can they do to protect themselves from an attacker? Is there any way to protect yourself from an attacker?
Yeah, invest more in maybe personnels that really know what they're doing, because one of the things, this is gonna be spicy, because a lot of, based from my perspective and from the observation that some of the organizations that I've talked with, because they don't put like, what do you call this, the salaries, the really good people who are really good in IT stuff or developing stuff are not applying in the government, so they get this, I would say not really good. Subpar, yes, subpar. They know what they're doing, but they don't know how to secure their stuff, because there are attacks where it was really easy for the attacker to infiltrate government systems, like really easy. Like it was a mistake that a college student can make.
Really?
So yeah. So from that point of view, you already know that the personnel that, or the IT personnel that they hired is, not really, didn't have like a really good experience in building stuff or something, or securing stuff.
Now, I don't want to share any of your secrets, too many of your secrets, but give me one simple technique that an attacker can do that's super easy to get into a system.
Well, the very common, especially, is that because developers, what do you call this, have the default credentials.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4 password.
They don't set their passwords like really, because of course this is a really not just developers but a human thing, human thing, because we don't memorize a lot. We don't want to, long password. We don't want to memorize a lot.
You don't memorize WJ exclamation point.
So we set passwords like really like maybe name of our dog, name of our crush, birthday. That's really easy to guess or crack.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, is there software out there or something out there that runs a system to crack it? Or I mean,
there's a tools, password cracking tools. Yeah.
Really? Is it that sophisticated?
Yeah.
I mean, at our particular place I work at, we have a firewall and things like that. Is that at minimum what you need to do if you have a business?
Yeah.
Would you say that's minimum, or that's at minimum what you need?
Well, because it's part of the infrastructure, so there's going to be a firewall, something like that. But you need a proactive, if you want really to be secured, you need a proactive security that someone checks your security posture, maybe security assessment, let's say once a year, because that is what we do. I mean, that's part of my job. Companies in UK, US, and other parts of the globe, they come to us every year for a security assessment to check if their system is hackable or not.
And
so that's yearly. Yeah, that's every year.
Wow.
So
why not half a year? Why a year?
That I really don't know. But maybe it's because it really depends on what do you call this? The system. So let's say, for example, you have new changes.
Right.
Maybe at the first part of the year you have this new system. Then at the later part of the year, let's say second half of the year, you have changes. So before you implement those changes to the public, maybe you want to have another one, like security assessment, before you implement it to the public, to check if those newly implemented things are secured or not.
Now, for those young people who are looking to potentially get into cybersecurity, how much time do you devote into cybersecurity? Let's just say, for instance, the guy wants, I'm just going to tell this guy, the guy has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And, you obviously have to spend time with your girlfriend. And what you do, can you have a time off? Or, are you so focused into it? I guess what I'm asking is, I know you just came from Palawan.
Yeah.
Because you had to take the vacation off.
Yeah.
But do you still find yourself having a social life with this particular lifestyle that you're doing?
Yeah. Maybe because I'm not in the beginner state anymore, but I'm not really that advanced. So I kind of have like some time to hang out with other people. But most of the people that I hang out with is basically cybersecurity people as well. So maybe I don't know if that's counted. So we socialize, we gather into some coffee shops, but we still talk about cybersecurity stuff.
Some professions are like you just in there and you just Like I have friends who are they went to college for biology because they want to become a doctor, and you don't see them for like 8 years because they're like focused. They're focused.
Yeah.
Is this what you have to prepare for in cybersecurity in the very beginning until you're a professional now?
Maybe it really depends on the person, but for me, especially if you really want to get into this field, then you're not in high school or college. You're already working. You really need to focus a lot of time, invest a lot of time, maybe 4 hours consistently. So if you have a girlfriend, you dump your girlfriend first. Then no, just kidding. Yeah.
If you had to do it all over again and you had another career or something else to do, what would it be?
Still cybersecurity.
Really?
Yeah.
You never thought about any other profession in life, or?
Before automotive.
Really?
Yeah.
Mechanic or what?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I was into cars, but.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, technology.
Now, I'm sure. Do you see yourself doing this for the next 20 years? Like, as in, like, you might own your own company in the future or whatever. But do you see yourself like doing something else in the next 10, 20 years? Maybe something more fun, maybe more relaxing. I don't know.
Actually, I've been planning to retire in cybersecurity for like less than 5 years from now.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah, because as I have said a while ago, it's continuous learning. At some point, I really need to stop because I can't. I will not live forever, and I cannot keep on learning forever.
Yeah.
So at some point, I wanna, take the slow road.
What does that look like for you in 5 years? Like, what do you plan on? I'm sure you're a smart guy. I'm sure you're like kind of like thinking about what to do in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
What do you see yourself doing in the next 5 years?
It's classified, but it's classified because I had a talk with my former manager when I was in Manila past couple of weeks ago, and he told me about this field in the cybersecurity that really pays a lot, pays millions in pesos per month, and that is an employee. You're not the CEO or something.
I might go back. I might go into cybersecurity then.
So he told me that this is your next goal. I'm setting this for you. This is your next goal for the next like 2-3 years. You need to get into this stuff. It's a subfield in cybersecurity, but it's one of the rarest things in cybersecurity.
So you're really ultra specialist.
Yeah, so cybersecurity is really rare because there's not much of a cybersecurity professional. So, but in that field, there's still this subfield that is really rare from the rares.
Wow.
And it pays a lot. So maybe if I can get myself into that position, maybe can get retired like less than 5 years.
Really?
Maybe work for 1 year or 2 years, then I'm done.
But I mean, so I take it that after you've made your money and made your investments,
Yeah.
you're probably just gonna chill and relax.
Yeah.
So I take it you're not gonna be flying a jet somewhere every weekend.
No.
Is it just more?
I don't like to live a luxury life. I just want to live a simple life, And plus, what do you call this? I'm going more on the spiritual journey as I grow old. So.
Wow, that's new. This is the first time he's ever told me.
Yeah.
Why at this point? What was the? Because I'm in the same boat as you when it comes to that. Why now?
Well, at some point, I know that I am a sinner for the past few years, and if I keep on traveling, I'm gonna keep on traversing that road. I'm gonna end up in hell. So I don't want to do that.
You're pretty much. You're just injecting that spiritual life to, because you know the dangers of it.
Yeah,
that's really cool. I mean, I've always thought that you were mature for what your age is, and I've always thought you were pretty unique. I mean, that's pretty. Yeah, I mean, do you see yourself still in the Philippines after you retire?
Yeah, actually, I don't want to live in the Philippines. I mean, I don't want to leave this country. Leave.
Why? So many people want. So I'm asking why, because so many people want to leave and whatever. Why for you?
Maybe because it's chill here, and compared to trying to build another life outside the country, let's say Australia or maybe Switzerland, because that's one of the places that I really want. It's kind of expensive. It's really expensive, and I wanna. Maybe if you have a good amount of money, you can literally live a decent life here in the Philippines. So why go outside? So you just really need that good amount of money.
As a follow-up question, where would you want to live in the Philippines? And then when you get to that stage of I guess retirement or financial, you're good financially. Where would you want to live?
Here in Davao.
Why? Why does it? I would love to ask. Why?
Yeah. Wait, let me think about my answer if I should share that in the podcast or not, or share with you privately. Yeah, so for the podcast, I will say because Davao is a really chill place and I really don't like typhoons. I've been in Manila for a lot of, and Region 1. I really hate typhoons. Ever since I'm here in Davao, I didn't had any typhoons. So it's just chill. But there are times, the storm is really stormy, rough. Yeah, but it's not compared to the ones that have typhoon.
Me, on my end of things, because when people ask me, I do have a controversial video out there because I compared Davao and Dumaguete, where I'm from.
All right.
So people got kind of weird with it. But I mean, I'm torn between Dumaguete and Davao. Mm-hmm. I love Davao for the possibilities of, you know, business here compared to Dumaguete. Mm-hmm. Dumaguete is just, it's like a huge Surigao for me, you know. Mm-hmm. It's just like a spot that people just chill. I love Dumaguete. I still have a house in Dumaguete. Mm-hmm. I have properties there. But I think for, especially the diversity portion, especially for my daughter, I would prefer it here because of the, you know, like, correct me if I'm wrong, you've lived in Davao longer than me, or in the Philippines longer than me. Mm-hmm. I've never been to a place where people speak Tagalog, Bisaya, Ilonggo, English all in one talk sometimes.
Yeah.
Versus here. Yeah. Or even you'll meet people that speak like Mangindanaoan, all these other dialects and languages here. I want my daughter to be around that. Yeah. To kind of be like, to be a bit, I don't want to say closed-minded. Mm-hmm. That might be too harsh for some people. Mm-hmm. But I want them to be open-minded with meeting different people. Yeah. Not able to be too judgmental of. I don't know if you've ever heard of that Bisaya Tagalog rift. The tension that Tagalog.
Oh yeah.
I don't want that for her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because when I lived in Cebu, there was a bit of tension there. And I've never lived in Manila. How was it in Manila, by the way? Like
terrible.
Are you gonna get people from Manila hate you? Is it why? Why do you think it's bad for you? And mind you, you lived in BGC.
Yeah. BG's fine. BG's fine, but it's expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
But what was your main why as to coming back to Davao for you, outside of, I guess, prices and everything?
Okay, I cannot say in podcast the major, maybe I'll share it with you later, but for the sake of podcast, I'll say traffic. Yeah, traffic and the cost of living.
Yeah, 100%.
The cost of living, yeah.
Yeah, for me, that's, I'll share a quick story with you. My cousin had said, Gilso, we're going to go to Tagaytay. Yeah. So Tagaytay from Las Piñas, I don't think it's that far if you were zero traffic. It took us 4 to 5 hours to get there. I was like, dude, like, we're supposed to have breakfast. It's already lunchtime, bro. I have nothing against people in Manila. I mean, if you have no choice, it is what it is. Yeah. But if you do have a choice, consider the other places. Like, you know, I've seen beautiful places in like Iloilo, Dumaguete. Certain parts of Cebu are nice because Cebu's getting the traffic in Cebu is getting kind of weird now. But for me, Davao is what it is. Yeah. But if you want a chill vibe, I always promote Dumaguete because that's where I'm from. Mm-hmm. Negros is really chill. I think your plan is to go there eventually. Yeah. You let me know after you go there. I think I like the vibe. It's a really chill vibe over there. Outside of that, before we jump off, any lasting message for anyone listening about maybe your group, cybersecurity, whatever?
Yeah, so for everyone who likes to get into cybersecurity, especially here in Davao, so our group's space cybersecurity group Davao is open for everyone. So students from different schools and professionals who want to, learn cybersecurity stuff. So you can visit our Facebook page, then you can see our upcoming workshops and trainings. So yeah.
Okay. It was a pleasure talking to Jasper. Love picking his brain. Now I'm going to pick his brain even more behind the scenes. But you guys take care. God bless. And I'll see you in the next video or next session. Bye.
Bye, guys.